good, Calvin?
Yeah.
Excellent. When you're ready.
So everybody else has been talking about work. What do you like to do for a hobby?
Oh man, probably my favorite is to do stone carving.
Oh, that's
I'm
cool.
an artist, and that's my one big passion.
How'd you get into that?
Good question. I used to collect rocks as a kid. I was that kid with, piles of rocks in their
Same kid,
pockets
yeah.
and kind of stuff, yeah. My dad was a science teacher too, so he kept telling me about different rocks and stuff. What I realized older is half of what he was telling me wasn't necessarily true, but yeah, I always loved rocks. And then in junior high, I carved a little soapstone elephant, and that was kind of hooked from there on.
Oh, cool. Do you just use like chisels, like as the technology really changed, it's still like what they use in like hammer and a chisel?
It's kind of cool. Actually, there's a lot of, I can certainly do that, and I really like that because there's kind of a feel with the stone
Oh yeah, I bet.
itself when you're doing that. But you have to have a big enough stone, otherwise it kind of bounces around on you.
I can see that. Yeah.
I also use a lot of angle grinders and die grinders and diamond cut tools and stone wet saws. And
Oh,
sorts of stuff.
that sounds pretty cool. Do you have like a shop you do it in, or do you have like the tools just in your garage or something?
Yeah, I have a lot of people actually come and say they want to visit my studio, and I said, if you ever visited a stone carving studio, because it's dust everywhere, so it's a little different. But yeah, it's an old garage, and half of it is the stone carving portion of the studio, and the other portion is kind of the finishing work and stuff. Because again, lots of dust,
I bet, yeah.
lots of venting. You have to have a vent.
Don't want to get choked on stone.
Yeah.
Do you sell these?
Yeah.
Structures?
Yeah, I do mostly commissions. I've actually sold, I have some pieces, just kind of smaller card holders and some of that kind of stuff, to Southern Alberta Art Gallery.
Oh, nice.
And then I've just been trying to sell out of Waterton as well. There's a place called Gus Gallery.
Oh, I've heard that one, yeah.
Yeah. So mostly individual commissions, though. I do a lot of those.
Have you ever done like statues, like something bigger?
Yeah, I do everything kind of from about that size all the way up to probably my biggest piece is about that kind of size.
Oh, wow.
I did one for the university. It
Oh,
was
yeah?
3 different figures together.
That's cool.
It's actually about education, so it's for the faculty of education.
You make it out of marble or?
I can do marble. I used to do it mostly out of soapstone or alabaster,
Oh,
because
yeah.
they're softer. But I've just started getting tools even for granite. So I actually have carved anhydrite, which is kind of like gypsum or alabaster, kind of models and stuff. Yeah, I try a bunch of different stones: sandstone, limestone, quite a few different things.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you want to be well-rounded with all the stones.
That's right. That's kind of part of my shtick too. A lot of people like one stone. I like
All the stones,
lots
yeah.
of other types, yeah.
Shipping costs must be great, aren't they, for shipping rocks?
They totally are. I actually find most of my rock, and people think that's wonderful, but if they knew the shipping costs, they realize why I try and
So
find it.
the $30 for the rock. Oh, it's gonna be $70 for shipping though.
That's exactly right, yeah.
How long does it usually take you to finish one of about a medium-sized sculpture?
I'd probably say 30 to 40 hours. It kind of depends on the size of the stone. Something granite, that size would be the upper end of that for sure. If it's a soapstone, it might take half that. So it really depends a lot on the stone and the complexity of the piece too.
Oh, that makes sense. Do you have any other hobbies besides stone carving?
Reading graphic novels.
Oh, any in
that.
particular?
I'm pretty picky. Most of the stuff is like they gotta be true graphic novels, not just superhero comics.
Yeah, that's
So
where
that
it
kind
gets
of stuff.
trouble.
But, I'm not big into anime, but I've probably read. They have some shelves in the library, and I've probably read 50 to 70% of the stuff. So I've been doing those for the last 5-10 years.
Well, it's there, right?
Yeah.
Any books you've come across, any graphic novels you found that kind of you want to reread?
Yeah. I actually gave the library here a top 10 list. I can't probably remember all of them, but one of the big ones, I actually bought this one. It's called Arrival.
I think I've heard of it.
The Arrival,
Yeah.
and it's fantastic in terms of it doesn't have any words. It's just pictures.
Pictures are worth 1,000 words.
But it's and I think for the topic, it's actually about someone coming to a new culture.
Oh.
And once you kind of read it in that context,
no better place for a book like that in a college. You have people all around the world.
I was thinking some of the ESL students would be great,
Oh, yeah.
so.
We're good there, Paul.
Okay.
Alright, David, there's your last one. Thank you.